I had the opportunity to be on staff with a ministry called Crown Financial Ministries. And we were started by a gentleman named Hathaway. We ended up merging with the ministry that many of you know as Christian Financial Concepts that was started by Larry Burkett. I got to know Larry during the last few years of his life after the merger, and he just had this indomitable spirit where he knew that God had placed him on earth for a unique purpose. He knew that he wanted to hear God tell him, "Well done, a good and faithful servant." And he made a transition in the last couple of years where we brought in a chief operating officer, a gentleman by the name of Dave Ray, who had been head of Apple for Canada. And when Dave came in, it was a little bit hard for some of us who've been on the Crown side. We're used to doing a 12-week small group Bible study, to hear that he wanted us to use metrics in ministry, to hear that he wanted us to use what's called a balanced scorecard, which if any of you have been in the business world, you measure areas of your operation for how each of these areas is doing. And within each of these areas, you measure what are called key performance indicators, metrics that indicate how you're doing against your overall goals. And the way he implemented that in our ministry was to challenge us to each one of us own a part of the overall goal for the ministry. And so it was broken down to city directors and state directors and regional directors and the ministry in the U.S., the ministry overseas, and we wanted to see so many lives changed through small group study, through budget counseling, through books and tapes and radio show. And why do I share all that with you? Well, Stephanie touched on this when she talked about Emily's giftedness as both a visionary and someone who has the management tools because of her financial training to steer the ship. And during my time on this board, most especially after becoming the board chair, Emily and I have had a lot of conversations around what is the right pace of growth of this ministry, because we don't want to get out ahead of where the Lord is leading, nor do we want to hold things back. We don't want to fail to act in faith, but we don't want to spend dollars before they're going to come in. And if any of you have ever run your own business, you know how very challenging that can be. If any of you have ever started anything that, at the end of the day, you're accountable for its financial performance, you know that the struggle is real. And I have been so impressed with Emily's ability to cast vision, walk in faith, but then run the numbers. And the numbers support us going above and beyond what we have been up to until now. Right now we have more to what we were supposed to be doing. It was a great project. It allowed us to address some societal ills that were standing in the way of some of our